ladies and gentlemen, put your puppers on a leash, because holy smokers, it ain't no dang joke, because we're gonna get right to it. You do not have to subscribe. You do not have to like the video. May God bless the United States of America. Roll it.
Extraordinary images out of Los Angeles tonight. Hundreds of National Guard troops now on the ground, deployed by President Trump, even though state leaders say they didn't ask for them and don't want them there. You see members of the National Guard with weapons, with body shields and tear gas canisters, all as protesters gather for day 3 of demonstrations against federal immigration raids. Late tonight, President Trump not ruling out
day 3? What the hell? This has been going on for 3 days and I didn't know. What?
Going even further in the days to come. But California's governor pushing back hard, saying the president's hoping for chaos to justify more crackdowns, telling protesters not to give him what he wants. We've got team coverage tonight, starting with our Steve Patterson on the ground.
Bro, they turning LA into Los Santos that was at the end of GTA San Andreas. What the hell?
Near those demonstrations.
Ali, just moments ago, Governor Newsom asked the Trump administration to officially rescind the order to federalize the National Guard on the ground. Meanwhile, this rally continues to pop off. LAPD declaring it unlawful, and they're making arrests.
Right.
Tonight, protesters and law enforcement officials squaring off after days of raids, riots, and demonstrations.
Yo, brother, smacked the flag of United States like it was nothing, bro. Damn.
And a rare move by President Trump, mobilizing 2,000 California National Guard troops against the will of the state's governor.
Let me know where you guys watching this video from.
Another major flashpoint in front of the federal detention center where undocumented immigrants captured by ICE are being held. In nearby Compton, chaos.
Yo, this does not, bro, this does not look like United States. What the hell? This looks like GTA 6 gameplay trailer out here. What the?
Protests there dissolving into lawlessness. Demonstrators upending roadblocks, setting off fireworks. While a small group of looters broke into a gas station.
Yeah, like robbing Doritos in times like these is very important according to them. Right.
These protests followed a day of skirmishes between authorities and protesters outside of a Home Depot. Law enforcement firing tear gas and non-lethal rounds into several
They're throwing tear gases like they're dropping potatoes. It's not potatoes. It's not carbohydrates, bro.
I couldn't see who was shooting, but they were trying to aim like right at me, which is like it's very scary.
Sheriff Robert Luna saying his deputies only acted as peacekeepers and didn't assist with any federal action.
We will protect your right to peacefully protest, but we cannot and will not tolerate violence or destruction of property.
Today, Governor Gavin Newsom accused President Trump of attempting to manufacture a crisis by mobilizing the National Guard, adding he's hoping for chaos so he can justify more crackdowns, more fear, more control. Trump's border czar, Tom Homan.
Check this one out. Shout out to the homie Asmongold. So we have brothers out here that apparently brought their dogs in too, so they can also protest. You don't believe me? Let's get right to it. Also, real quick, before I forget, I need to shout out you boys out there. Shout out to the homie Malayana Noah 6244. Shout out to WW23. Shout out to the sister. I called him a brother because I did not know, but it's a sister. So shout out to my sisters out there. Shout out to my brothers out there. Shout out to all of y'all out there, and shout out to all of you for also following over on the grams. First link down below. Love to have you there. All right, let's get back to the content here, boo boo.
Demonstrations were very peaceful. They were chanting, they were shouting. People were driving by, honking their horns, and again they were expressing their anger about the detention of so many immigrants at the federal center. Most of the evening, the federal.
I love how like she's saying this while she has two retards just being as annoying as possible, stream sniping her in the background.
Right.
Yeah,
we got another retard out there.
At a certain point, some of the demonstrators got very close to the property. In fact, some of them
throwing out gang signs. Yeah, I guess so.
I guess people having fun, man, because it's been dry out here, so everybody's like, yeah, let me join the protest. It's always is like that, bro. People are having peaceful protest, and it's like, you know, some people show up and then it's not so peaceful anymore, right? It always is, bro. Like, no matter what country, what city, no matter like what is the ethnic group, it always is like that. It starts off peaceful and then some bad apples show up and then it's all of a sudden it's not peaceful. I mean, humans gonna be humans though, so.
Banging the building, started banging at fences, and shortly after all that happened, the agents started firing off.
Why did he bring his dog? Who the fuck brings your dog to a protest? Who does this?
I mean,
this is so insane. Oh my god. Yeah, CNN called it peaceful. Let me see if I can find another clip for that. And so, yeah, they're calling this a peaceful protest, which you can clearly see it's not. But anyway, let's go back. I'm going to show one more of these here. Where did it go? No, it's not that one. I think there's one more besides this because, yeah, they've totally turned this place into a PvP server. It's absolutely fucking insane. Yeah, oh, here we go. Yeah, this is CNN talking about it too.
So there's unrest. Let's start with there's protest, lawful protest, which is allowed in this country. There is some unrest. Generally,
there's some unrest. Yeah. I would say that would in fact be true. Accurate.
Dealt with by local law enforcement, and that there needs to be state support through state police, and sometimes even National Guard under a governor's authority. What is happening tonight is unprecedented.
That's right, brother. That's right. Chuck down some of that Dr. Peppers, bro.
So there's unrest.
I don't see how people say this is unprecedented. It's not unprecedented at all. We had this happen 4 years ago, 5 years ago. And so here we go. Here's another one right here. Oh, a national guard.
You know, let's hope that no one is hurt. And
Yo, brothers, we rolling all the electric vehicles out there. My God, bro. Yo, but I have to be real though. Yo, electric vehicles right now are amazing, man. Like even I love it, but it's just the only thing here is that I'm in Canada, right? So during winter, yeah, you cannot roll on the electric scooters because it's cold, right? Yeah, so if you're in like -10, -20, and you ride those electric vehicles, all of a sudden you're gonna feel like you're in a country, or like you're gonna feel like you are in Antarctica because the wind's gonna hit your face and all that. Yeah, so that's the only thing, man. Otherwise, you know, Canada's the best. I love Canada, man. Shout out to Canada. Shout out to my Canadians watching this video. Canada. The only thing I always say, I always will lower the taxes, bro. Lower the taxes. For everybody watching this video, like the video if you agree. Lower, I don't care whether you're an American, whether you're an alien, whether you're Canadian, whether you're anybody. Like if you're in the UK, mate, sup, bruh. I don't care like where you at. Lower the taxes, you know, because this brings everybody together, and I want to bring everybody together. Okay, pause. Maybe not that much together, but okay, roll it.
One is injured, and it doesn't escalate from here. Look at the flag. Yeah, guy. I see
there it is. Mexican flag can, you know.
Man,
tranquilo. This is criminal.
I can't wait to see all these clips be played on the midterm elections. Yeah, I can easily see a lot of these getting played on the midterm elections every fucking day. They're doing it themselves before back to Mexico. I don't know if the guy's a citizen or not. I have no idea.
I hope people are held accountable for it. And I'm talking about the riots right here.
Where are the cops?
Where are they?
That's a good. See, that's a good fucking question.
Hope.
Like people are getting their cars burned down. Everything's getting destroyed. I'll pull up a live thing.
So it happened near like Dunkin' Donuts or like a store or something. Donuts, right? Man, go out there, get a donut, Holmes. Get a donut, Holmes. Stop, like, lighting up a car on, like, you know, light the cars on fire. It looks like GTA Online right now.
So, apparently, okay, here we go. And obviously, Donald Trump is tweeting about this.
What did he say? A once great American city. Okay, a once great American city, Los Angeles, has been invaded and occupied by illegal aliens. Yeah, that's the thing though. Yeah, America call everybody aliens, right? You guys call everybody aliens that are not from America or that are not American. That's wild though, right? That's kind of crazy. Some would say toxicity. Yeah, okay, roll it.
Apparently, okay, here we go. And obviously Donald Trump is tweeting about this.
Right.
Well, here we go.
They're coming out.
Oh my God. Oh, run. Oh, they brought in like how much? They've got an entire clan showing up.
Scatter time? Yeah, exactly. There's people like this do it. I mean, if they... Let me see here if I can find it. So this is the post that I guess Trump made about this right here.
Right here, okay.
A once great city, Los Angeles, has been invaded and occupied by illegal aliens and criminals. Now violent insurrectionist mobs are swarming and attacking our federal agents to try to stop our deportation operations, but these lawless riots only strengthen our resolve. That's right. I'm directing Secretary of Homeland Security Kristi Noem, Pete Hegseth, and Attorney General Pam Bondi, in coordination with all of the relevant departments, to take such action necessary to liberate Los Angeles from the migrant invasion and put an end to these migrant riots. Order will be restored, the illegals will be expelled, and Los Angeles will be set free. Thank you for your attention to this matter. I could...
okay, does somebody know how this all started? Is it because of the, because from what I gathered, is that because of the ICE deportations, that's why people are protesting? Is that the main reason, or were there other reasons as well? Because listen, man, I'm in Canada, bro. Like, how would I know? We got fires happening here in Canada. Apparently, the metros, you know, the underground subways, they are going on a grève. Les STM en train de, ils vont aller au grève là, puis je dois aller quelque part aussi, puis maintenant je pourrais pas là. Come on, man. So we basically got underground, you know, like the metros, the subway station. Those suckers are going on a strike. So that's happening in Canada right now. We got Canadian fires happening, but I have to say the fires may be Canadian, but the heat is certainly American right now. So
could not fucking agree more. This is more normal behavior.
There's squad cars from North Hollywood.
Sorry about that. I'm just going to turn down the audio so you guys don't have to hear it.
Yeah, because my left ear was about to enjoy that video, or not necessarily enjoy, but you know what I mean. The audio was coming in the left ear.
APD, these are not APD. What is this here? Fucking LAPD.
LAPD,
you know, cars, I think, getting burned down.
Los Santos
like, this is crazy. Right? Absolutely fucking insane.
Bro, I cannot believe it, bro. I can't believe it. Like, this is America, bro. Like, cause, damn, bro. I mean, I guess it is America. It is America. May God bless the United States of America. May God bless the entire world, man. What are we saying, man?
It's a surreal sight. This Black Hawk moved in just in the last few...
Black what? BBC? What the hell? What did you... Yo, Black... Okay, Black Hawk. Hawk.
It's a surreal sight. This Black Hawk moved in just in the last few minutes from the border.
Thank God, thank God. I was like, yo, what are we talking about, man?
Border Patrol landing at that Homeland Security office on the Paramount side, right next to the Home Depot, and they are unloading this huge helicopter with, I mean, just boxes and boxes, dozens of boxes of ammunitions, less lethal weaponry. You see these tanks with flammable...
Yeah, bro, brother needs to hit the gym, man. It's kind of heavy. It's heavy, but he's like, nah, bro, I gotta do it for America.
Labels on the side, one after another, an entire shipment, as if they were getting ready for some kind of a major battle. I mean, it really has to be said. This is a remarkable sight in the middle of a suburban street here, where they are just unloading all of these weapons. Carts.
Yo, this guy, he runs and then he stops because, like, yeah, there's got to be a lot of wind being generated from the propeller system of the helicopter, like dig, 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 dig. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'll stop.
Of boxes and flammable weaponry. So you can see that it just made its own parking spot there in the parking lot of that Homeland Security office on the other side of the river, where all of this is taking place.
Okay,
just
right here.
A few blocks from that Home Depot and right across the freeway from where that car fire was, just a few blocks away, and the protesters and Sheriff's Department had been squaring off. But this site here at the Homeland Security office of these federal officials unloading dozens of boxes of weapons and ammunition is just quite a sight to behold here.
Yo, in before the homie Trump calls in the AC-130 though, yo.
Something I really don't recall ever seeing here. Guys, back to you.
Look, we're going to continue doing our job. And yesterday we got 118 arrests.
Yeah, okay, anti-ICE protest spread from LA to NYC. Oh crap, even NYC? I believe there's a YouTube channel named, I believe, Cash Jordan, if I'm not mistaken. He always makes videos on, you know, stuff that's going on in NYC, New York City, right? Yeah, I don't watch all the videos, but I've seen a few, and yeah, makes very good videos, though. So the second I saw NYC and protest, yeah, all of a sudden I started thinking of the homie Cash Jordan.
I was out here yesterday to kick off this operation.
Is it Cash Jordan?
What people aren't talking about is I served... You know,
okay, let me show you this.
Of Los Angeles to know that we stand with all Angelenos, no matter where you were born. There is a history of having peaceful protests here. I tell you that.
I love the juxtaposition.
That's not peaceful, what was happening. It's not peaceful for people to be on the highways. It's not peaceful for people to throw rocks or bottles. That's not peaceful.
So she said it's not peaceful. Even she says that.
Jory, we've seen a very rapid escalation.
I think it's pretty impressive that they managed to blame the fact that all of their citizens are totally fucking schizoing out, setting cars on fire. They're trying to blame that on Donald Trump. And the fact is that none of these people are ever being held accountable.
Yo, is that the Google car? Yo, we need the Google Maps data, man. Stop, like, yo, let the Google car go, bro. Bruh. Man, you know what I'm saying? Like, I need directions when I'm on my electric scooter. Sometimes, you know, they provide useful information. Shout out to Google Maps, bro. It saves lives. Sometimes, yeah. Let the Google car go, man. I need my directions, brother.
This is a person who's like getting inside of the car, like literally, like you're looking at burning cars. Well, in my
Waymo, okay, rip Waymo, yeah, okay, rip Bozo, I guess.
Opinion, like I think if they're not able to like get this under control, Waymo, I think that Trump should just like withhold all federal funding, because I mean, if they're not going to operate under the United States of America, then why are they receiving federal funds? Hassan almost got banned for filming a crime. I mean, realistically, Hassan getting on the highway like that should get him banned. It's not even a question. It's very cleanly and plainly stated. And
that's Hassan? Oh, shit! Oh, my God. Oh, my God. So the homie Hassan... Yo, he's out there. Yo, with the protest. Yo, sup, bruh? Yo, brother out here on the electric scooter, though. Yeah, or electric bike. Electric bikes are actually pretty cool. I never really had electric bike, but I got an electric scooter. You know, breaks down quite frequently, but love it regardless. Yeah, the tire puncher's quite... I always get flat tires, man, sadly, but...
terms of service, that if you commit a crime and you're breaking the law on stream, you should get banned. It's explicitly against the terms of service. So if he doesn't get suspended for this, it will be because there's a bias. Look at this. What is this?
But again, this situation has devolved into chaos when we have seen quite a bit of it this weekend play out in Los Angeles, and you start to see the smoke rising in this wide shot. It's a disturbing sight to see a fire burning like this in the midst of a crowd making their way through Los Angeles.
I just want you guys to see this immigrant-run Salvadoran restaurant helps sheriff's deputies with tear gas in their eyes. This entire dichotomy, it's like the Latino people are like the ones being attacked or whatever. No, this is not true. This is a group of lawless, aggressive, psychotic people that are setting random cars on fire. W restaurant? Yeah, those are illegal immigrants. Those are Americans. So don't let yourself get misled or lied to by any sort of racial manipulation by thinking that this is some sort of race war. This isn't white people versus brown people. This is not Mexicans versus Americans. These are crazy, violent, psychopathic, aggressive criminals versus the rest of the normal people that want to be able to live their life and run a restaurant in America and pursue the American dream.
Check this. Where's that? Yeah, this one.
And now is a huge startup for when the sun goes down, when activity really kicks off. My FBI brethren, Bobby Chacon, said just a little while.
Brethren, Bumbo Club, brother! Fat pom pom. No, don't chase the pom pom, brother.
Ago, he used a perfect term that the mayor poured fire on this, and that is exactly what we're seeing.
Honestly, bro, hit these brothers up with a PlayStation 5 and a GTA 6 early, and that's gonna solve all of your problems. Simply put, like these brothers are bored. They need to play PlayStation or maybe an Xbox, or Xbox don't have games that much. I mean, even PlayStation don't have games, but Xbox or PlayStation, hit them up with one console, okay? Because there are other people that need the console too, okay? So don't hit them up with two consoles. Hit them up with either PlayStation or Xbox. GTA 6 early, call it a day right then and there, because that's gonna solve all your problems. And lower taxes for everybody else, because everybody else also needs an incentive. Simple as that. Like the video if you agree.
And this fire right here, LA has to remember, it almost burnt down just a few months ago. And when we start to see this type of actions, it is no longer a peaceful protest. It doesn't matter that some people stand around. The reality is this has gone from a protest to a riot, and it's actually been that way for about 3 days now.
Yeah, you know, speaking of riot, I kid you not, I saw one of the top comment, okay? A guy, not my opinion, not my words, a guy literally said, finally, a riot is actually a riot.
And this is the perfect example of where the National Guard could be used. Usually they're a buffer or a blocking force as an augment to law enforcement. But when we get to this point, this is exactly why President Trump...
So yeah, definitely Waymo. I thought it was a Google card because they torn it apart so badly that for a second I thought it was a Google Maps card, but no, it happens to be self-driving cars set on fire in LA.
Pushed and activated the National Guard in that area. And even the mayor said that this is how incompetent she is. She said that she knew they were being activated, but she didn't think that they would actually be on the street. So I don't know what she thinks, but this is exactly why. That incompetence, these rioters, equal the National Guard being called up, and if the mayor wasn't going to do it, the governor wasn't going to do it, then the president did the right thing. And this is why citizens should not have to deal with this kind of nonsense. That I will say this: if we look at this historically over the past decade, this is not about Mexicans being deported. This is about the left organized, and many of these protesters are organized and shipped all over the country. They can start a protest, they can start a riot within a couple of hours anywhere in the country. That's how organized they are. We see the same tactics, we see the same uniforms and outfits that they wear, and right now what's happening, it's still daylight. If law enforcement and the National Guard get a hold on this and push these people out of there, they will win for tonight. And that's what they need to start thinking about, not waiting until the evening. They need to be active right now.
Yeah.
May God bless the United States of America. May God bless the entire world, man, because situation be crazy. But did you see this video, though? If not, click on this video on the screen, because the stuff that was actually presented in it, the disclosure that's they're talking about that's happening for the UFOs, the aliens, is crazy. Check out this video on the screen because they caught some stuff here.